Before any nation, law, or calendar existed, the first 6 days of work concluded with a seventh day set apart as a recurring boundary. This sequence was established as a permanent feature of the physical world, operating independently of the stars, the phases of the moon, or human opinion. The original blueprint contains no provision to pause or reset this continuous sequence of 6 workdays and 1 day of rest. From the beginning, this weekly cycle was set in motion to function as a constant, uncorrupted measure of time. This continuity was challenged when human systems attempted to tie the weekly count to the fluctuating phases of the moon. This introduced the lunar Sabbath, a doctrine claiming the weekly cycle must stop and reset with every new moon. To wait for a lunar phase, the 7-day cycle must stretch. This creates 8 or 9 day gaps between Sabbaths, which interrupts the required 1 in 7 count. During the 40 years of manna in the wilderness, the provision cycle of 6 days of food and 1 day of rest never paused or reset for a lunar phase. A Sabbath dictated by the moon is a shifting target. Attempting to align the week with lunar phases breaks the continuous clock of the Creator. The Genesis mandate defines a specific, limited jurisdiction for the moon. It was appointed to mark seasons and months, but it was never granted the authority to dictate or reset the weekly cycle. While a lunar month shifts through a 29.5-day cycle, the week remains a mathematical constant of 7 days. The moon functions as a witness in the sky, while the 7-day count remains the foundation of time, unyielding to celestial movement. The scriptural solar year consists of exactly 364 days. Because 364 is perfectly divisible by 7, the year contains exactly 52 weeks, allowing the Sabbath to remain in a fixed position. In this 364-day system, the Sabbaths consistently fall on the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th of every scriptural month. After the final Sabbath of the month on day 28th, there are 2 transitional days, the 29th and the 30th. The weekly count completes on day 28th. These transitional days pass outside of the weekly sequence before the count resumes on day 1 of the following month. This structure is reinforced by 4 tekufah days, seasonal markers that also sit outside the weekly count to prevent the year from drifting. The Roman Gregorian calendar ignores these pauses and counts continuous weeks through the transitional days. This makes the fixed Sabbaths appear to shift across Roman weekdays, like Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. The Sabbath remains stationary. It is the human calendar that drifts. The shifting weekdays are the mathematical proof of a broken Roman system. These mechanics are evidenced in the life and earthly ministry of Yahusha. He observed the Sabbath as a consistent day within a fixed rhythm that required no monthly recalculation. He never taught a lunar reset or a shifting Sabbath, because the rhythm he kept was the original creation mandate. Reclaiming this specific count is a physical act of defiance against a system that sought to change times and laws. A sign must be visible, steady, and reliable, not subject to the moon or Roman decrees. The Sabbath was set in a continuous, unbreaking cycle at creation. It does not move, it is not reset, and it is never dictated by the shifting phases of the moon. It stands as a fixed sign of the Creator's order, waiting for the remnant to realign with the original timing of creation.